Hello everyone, SMA Watts here, and I'm going to go ahead and move this back into our thing. Gels. Of course, we are playing some Pauper Classic Tuesday. This is an interesting hand. So, it has very little action, but we do have two lands we can cycle, try and get some action. I'm disinclined to want to mulligan, so we're going to go ahead and keep it. Real quickly, just because I am playing the same deck I played 2 weeks ago, except that I took out the Fortifies for Silver Life Staffs, and I changed my sideboard around a bit. This is the new sideboard for it. I'll go over it when we actually sideboard. So, ASL. I don't know what that means. Well, more than... Alright. Probably asleep, I guess, but... Okay, so we're a little bit far behind right off the bat here. So we're just going to go ahead and right off the bat, Journey. Really don't like the fact that it opens up gigantic like that, that one. Alright. Sidewinder Sliver gives this guy flanking, which is annoying. Well, we can't block now, effectively. Do I want to trade... So I could play Gather the Townsfolk. Yeah, I think that's the correct play. Play Gather the Townsfolk. Say done. We're going to take... we're going to chump with our Doom Traveler. Cycle a Secluded Step. Take his beatings of 1. And it dies to flanking. Well, I didn't mean to... Well, that's annoying. So... Battle Screech. Flashback Battle Screech. And we're going to attack with our 1 token that can get in. Yep, we'll take that on the chin. Alright, so... we kind of have to hope he doesn't have a fog. I mean, my normal opinion of fogs are pretty... Oh, got there. Gotta love the Guardian's Pledge out of nowhere. Just swam. Swam, that's my new word. So yeah, as I said, we changed the sideboard. I wasn't too thrilled with some of the cards we had before. I hated Fortify, which is why it's Silver Life Staff now. I found Dust the Dust to be kind of inferior. Like, I think I'd rather have Sudden Growth. Just testing that out. I didn't like Razor Golem. Guardians of the Guildpact seems just better in more matchups. We didn't... Standard Bearer and Celestial Flare just seemed a little inelegant. I wanted to shore up our burn matchup, and this is just better in more matchups. Now, against a Sliver deck... As far as I know, he might be playing mono white. I don't think we make any changes at the moment. If he ends up being Selesnya, I think we get. We might have to make some changes in game 3. Do I not have myself set to... I don't have myself set to stop on his instep. That's really, really bizarre. All I can figure out is I must have clicked that by accident. Alright, what do we got? Bone Splitter. Actually, Doom Traveler into Bone Splitter, into Squadron Hawk, into... Yeah, this is a snap keep. This is a really powerful hand. F6. Especially if our opponent's spending his first turn fixing his mana, which means he is playing Selesnya at least. So, double Battle Screech. Not thrilled with the double Battle Screech when I don't have my third land drop, much less my fourth. Alright, getting there. Bone Splitter. And attack with all my creatures. Put them on a serious clock. The Colorless Rancor. The real power of Bone Splitter here is that it enables me to aggressively trade my creatures. Like I can throw my 1/1 into the combat, into the red zone. Play Squadron Hawk. Yes, I'd like to use the ability. Grab myself a team of squawks. And unless he plays something that enables him to... Predatory Sliver is not going to do it. Like if he attacks, my Squadron Hawk will gladly trade off with his Muscle Sliver. Alright, so... Yep, so we're going to attack with our Squadron Hawk. We're going to Battle Screech. We're going to flashback Battle Screech. And we're going to set him up for the kill next turn with Guardian's Pledge. Yep. Yep. Attack with all my creatures. And got there. This deck's, like I said, this is actually my pick for most, like, I think this is one of the most objectively powerful decks you can play right now in Pauper. It has a couple of awkward matchups, but it's just, it has such explosive draws. My opponent had a board full of 4/4 flankers, and I was just like, yep, crush.